Hey plant buds, welcome back to my channel where we talk about plants in the style of ASMR. As you can see, today we have a little bit of a situation on our hands. My poor Crassula ovata bonsai tree has taken a beating from a squirrel. At least that's my best guess. I had it outside on my balcony patio with a lot of my other plants, and I went out this morning to find it toppled over just like this in the pot. None of my other plants were bothered or had fallen over, so I don't think it was the wind, and we didn't have especially high winds last night. So my conclusion, based on prior evidence or prior observation, is that I think a squirrel might have tried to climb it and it uprooted itself, and the squirrel got the best of it. Luckily, the tree itself isn't harmed. It's just toppled. Some of the roots might have broken. This is going to be messy, but I think that will be okay. So what I need to do to fix this is basically just stand it up straight and repot it, but I also want to try an actual bonsai technique. I say actual bonsai because this isn't a true bonsai. I'm not using the actual Japanese art. I'm just calling it a bonsai because it's a miniature tree, and I'm kind of shaping it to grow bushy like a tree on top. So I'm going to use a bonsai technique and wire the roots down into the pot so this doesn't happen again. So I've stood the tree up in the pot, and a lot of this soil is rooted out, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna mess with the roots. I'm just going to thread the wire in and out through the holes in the bottom to secure it, and we'll see if that works. This is plant wire that I bought a while back, months and months ago, 6 months maybe. I think at the dollar store or Dollar Tree. Just a lucky find. So I'm gonna cut a relatively long strand because I've never done this before and I don't know how much I'll need. Emphasis on I've never done this before, so don't learn from this, just observe my experiment. That was piece one, and I think we're gonna need two pieces because there are two drainage holes like there and there-ish on this pot, on the bottom of this pot. So there's one. Can't hear it. And two. One, two, one, two, one, two. Two pieces of wire. So to be honest, I'm not sure what the best way to go about this is. So I'm just gonna try some stuff and see what happens. First, I am going to thread this down through the roots, pretty close to the base of the tree. See it poking out the bottom there? And I'm gonna find the hole and stick it in the hole. And then I'm gonna take the other end and thread it through the roots again over on this side. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but on camera this is the best thing I can come up with. And I'm going to make sure that both ends go into the hole. And I believe they have, but that's actually futile because I'm gonna have to lift it up again to do the other side. So I have one stake going in right there, and then I will repeat that on the other side. So what I'm gonna do now is backfill this guy with the rest of this soil. This is really good soil, I wanna keep it in here. Backfill with the soil, and then I'll water it in thoroughly so it's nice and compact and weighted down. And then I'll prop the sides of the pot up so I can look under it and pull the wires through and secure them. Backfilling here. Just backfilling. Last summer I had a really pretty lime green sedum that covered the base of the tree here, and I really liked the look of that. It died back in the winter once I brought it inside, even though I kept up the same watering schedule and had it under a grow light. So this year I want to try to find something similar that maybe won't die back. Either that or cover the base of this in moss. I like the idea of that as well. So now we're gonna water it in. And for this, I'm just using pasta water mixed with regular water. And by pasta water, I just mean water that I boiled pasta in. The micronutrients that come off the pasta are good for plants. Same with potatoes, if you boil potatoes, or eggs. This is very satisfying. And I'm really, really watering it in there to make sure that all the nooks and crannies get filled with the soil. I want it to be compact because I know that this is a really well-draining soil mix, so it doesn't matter if all the soil is tightly packed together, the water will still drain quickly. And honestly, I would love to build it up a little bit more in a mound around the base of the tree, but I think I'm going to wait until I have some ground cover to plant with it. I'll let this get established first, and then that'll give me some little bit of room for the roots of whatever I decide to plant with this. Most of the water is running out at this point, which is fine, good, but I'm just going to keep saturating it just to get all the air pockets removed. All the air pockets. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll let this dry a little bit. I'll clean up the edges here. I've got some wet soil that's spilled around the edge, which is fine. I just need to wipe it up. And then I'll take it outside and I'll balance it on the banister of my balcony, and I'll be able to pull the wires through and twist them. And I will show you what the end result looks like, or if I can figure out a way to film myself doing that, I'll show you